Hello, and welcome to the final Perfect Shade Behind the Scenes. With me, Jeremy Vance Suarez, aka Neon Birdie Bee. We've made it all the way through the album, and now we're on the final track, track 9, Recreate. This track means a lot to me. It's in every iteration, every version of the track list for this album. And this was always how the album was meant to close. This theme of recreation. I've been weaving the story of love and the contradictions that come with it, the challenges that come with it. When we last left this album, it seemed like NB did it. He spoke his mind, stayed true to himself. He broke up with his partner, and he's on his way to glow up by himself. But now we kind of find him in this weird space. The song opens, this has to be the end of it, right? It is not the end of this relationship just yet. But first, let's look at this instrumental. Self-produced, baby. So first we have this guitar note, just the same one over and over again on the 16th note. This shimmering keyboard paired with this deep dark bass come in. There's so much delay and reverb on the keyboard. It's really, we're in this dreamy landscape, but there's dark undertones to it. The drums start kicking in. This constant pinging goes on for the song. To me, it's like working away at a forge, working away, hammering away at this work, creating or recreating something. And the keyboard, although shimmery and bright and dreamy, also has this dark undertone to it. And this more honest piano comes out. One that's an octave down, a bit more honest and sincere than the notes that came before it. Where once the piano was dreamy and surreal, this piano is honest, down to earth. And you have these chiming bells, digital bells, to accent the song. Now you bring in this vocal effect. Yeah. It's just doing syllables. Yeah. This super rapid fire synth comes in with these hi-hats, and this hammering sound just keeps going as all these instruments kind of collide together. The rapid fire synth, the dreamy piano, the honest piano. Recreate. You have 3 notes there. Recreate. Yeah. And you notice it's getting more digital and more distorted as it finally just dwells out, and this hammering comes to a stop. Just the piano, that honest piano, coming forth at the end. It's almost like a cliffhanger in a sense. Where do we go from here? Now that the working has stopped, now that something has successfully been created. We start with this vocal, this deep, dark vocal, one that's been pitched down, one that has a lot of reverb on it, one that has this chorus robotic filter on it, and it comes in asking, this has to be the end of it, right? I just want to recreate all the memories inside my head. You rolling up the backwards on top of my bed. So lost, all by Sin City. There's kind of this back and forth going on between vocal lines. Strawberry fields in the apartment. Once upon a time our love would be against the law. Been feeling so lost like I'm all by myself in Sin City. Even though I've come to this point where I have released this person, this partner, there's this little voice, right? This has to be the end of it, right? There's this little voice inside of me that yearns for that feeling again of being wanted, of being sought after, of a potential happily ever after. It's the want to remake what we had, right? Those good memories. You rolling up the back ones on top of my bed. I've been feeling so lost like I'm Alba myself in Sin City. Jessica Alba in Sin City. Not every memory can be so pretty. Not every memory could be so colorful. Sometimes those memories are black and white and rainy and sad.
I know it's all because of you. You hate me now. You hate me. I lost you long ago.
We start with one singular voice.
There's a party out there somewhere that I'm not invited to.
Bring in the second voice.
I know it's all because of you. You hate me now.
Now, if you listen to the harmonies at the end of the first part of the verse, right? I don't want to lose you, so I recreate the only thing I know. Right? So we have this low voice that serves as the melody operating on 3 notes and 3 notes only. D, E, and G. I don't wanna lose you, so I recreate the only thing I know. I don't wanna lose you, so I recreate the only thing I know. Now the interesting thing about this harmony is that it starts off as a third. I don't wanna lose you, I don't wanna lose you. And as it progresses, the higher harmony gets further and further away from the root note. I don't wanna. We find each other at a seventh, which is almost an octave, so we're almost in unison. This high note is just fluctuating, right? As it goes farther away and closer, and farther away and closer. And we end up on a fifth, which is just like we're missing that one ingredient that makes it a complete chord. The music is reinforcing the theme of the song, recreation. As we've been going through this album, it's like I've been getting farther and closer away to my partner. There's something in between us, right? There's this invisible chord between us that stands in our way. Again, with these vocals, right? We start off in a comfortable tone for me. There's a party out there somewhere. Very middle of my range, very chest voice. But as we move on to the second part of the verse, wasn't what I expected when I saw you smoking cigarettes at the 7-Eleven. That I'm almost at my breaking point where I'm gonna go into a different voice, turn into something else. I don't want to lose you, so I recreate the only thing that I know. I don't want to lose you, the concept of love, the concept of being wanted. So I recreate the only love that I know, which is this kind of toxic love. And even in this moment where we're at the end of the album, I'm still going back and forth in time periods. I know that our love was rough. I thought they sent you from heaven. I thought you were God sent. I thought you were an angel. I'm tripping, and now I'm second guessing you. What do I do? I'm so conflicted over you. Like, I don't know. Oh, what do I do? I dream of you and everything that you do.
And at the same time, I don't even want you on my mind. I recreate you.
For a moment, we just have this soul voice. I dream of you and everything that you do. And as this chorus continues and barrels along, more voices get added on top of it. With kind of these like background ad-lib vocals, right? Dream a little dream of me. Recreate the scenery. Looking through your phone, man, I swear that I could do it. Seeing all the proof laid before my eyes, I'd be better without you. But still, the thought kicks around in my head, and I know I shouldn't do it. And I acknowledge my own conflict. It's not ignorance. I know I'm lost in love. I know you're treating me wrong, but much like in Under, where I can't help but wonder what's the reason you keep going under with me, I'm kind of confronting myself on this song. The positives, the negatives, and at the same time, I don't even want you on my mind. And yet here I am, aching to recreate what we once had. And we kind of come to this alternate chorus, right? Because I have hated you, and I've spent so many days without you, rewriting my own history. I'm changing the facts of my life around just for you, to feel wanted and loved again by you. There's just so many vocals going on, right?
I recreate you. I recreate the things you do. I never hate you.
Damn, man. Inception on my mind. The concept of Inception from Christopher Nolan's 2010 movie. It's possible to enter someone's dreams, plant the seeds, the beginning of an idea, and lead that person to believe that that idea was all their own doing, that they weren't influenced by anyone. So I have Inception on my mind. The beginnings of an idea that make me believe that, yes, I do want this again. You're out of line, running into missions blind. You're getting farther away from me. You're going into the light, and I don't want to follow you there, so I recreate you. That's all I can do. Much like the main character of Inception. Just a solid wall of sound. And again,
You.
build-up of the harmony at the end. That long delay. It's just this build-up and this build-up of recreating you, all these different harmonies, the way they come at you as a solid wall of sound in one moment, and in the next moment building up to the next harmony. It's all a metaphor for the recreation of this beautiful memory that I had of you once upon a time, when things were fine between us, when I could just live my life in bliss with you. And I'm putting the pieces there. You, recreating, putting them back where they belong, until it all kind of comes up and swells up into this big moment of you. And the honesty comes out. This pitched down vocal from the beginning returns.
I recreate you. Oh, I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I do.
I live in a world where two opposing, juxtaposing truths exist at the same time. And I can't fight the wave that pulls me back to you. But the story isn't over yet. As we go into this ending, suddenly time begins to fold on itself, and we start traveling backwards through the song, in a way almost back to the beginning of the album, back to a place where we were both happy with each other, back to a place where you were the only thing I could ever want in this life. And it's that process of nostalgia, and there it is.
The perfect shade.
Perfect shade, perfect shade, perfect shade.
That ending, that reversed ending with the exclamation of perfect shade, was something that really only happened and manifested at the end of the development cycle for this album. What this ending does for me, this reverse ending, it gives me closure. The idea of you may not be perfect. The experiences that we had may not be perfect. But what happens after is up to me. How I choose to look back, how I choose to relive those memories, how I choose to let those memories affect me is up to me. And it's not about the revenge or wanting to change you. It's just kind of settling on good terms. Because as much as you hurt me, you've also changed me for the better. And I have no one else to thank for that but you. So in a way, I'm happy I recreated you, because I never would have realized how far I've come. That's it, everyone. I've taken you behind the scenes of every single song on The Perfect Shade or Lack Thereof, from Seekers of the Heart to The Depths of Under. I'm so grateful to have my story out there, my viewpoint, my unique Latinx, LGBTQ, New York City viewpoint on love and the contradictions that come with it. Thank you, everyone, for watching The Perfect Shade behind the scenes. Remember, you can listen to all these songs on the album that's streaming on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, Google, wherever you stream music. Make sure you subscribe to Blackwolves. Thank you so much for watching. Final send-off from Neon Burgundy. Perfect Shade forever.